welcome back. So today we're going to talk a little bit about rewards for Chinese New Year. So Chinese New Year is one of the biggest holidays in China. And so there's a little bit that I want to just share with you if you've never really heard about Chinese New Year before. If you did, if you already know about it and you just want to skip ahead, go ahead and skip ahead. So Chinese New Year is kind of like Christmas in China. It is the biggest holiday that they have. And they give these red envelopes over here called hongbao. And hongbao is very popular to be given to people who are younger. The older will give it to the younger, and also married will also give it to singles, okay? So we have Chinese New Year's. People will decorate with lanterns. They'll decorate with a thing called spring couplets, which are basically like hanging banners that have different words on them that are encouraging and prosperous for that year. They'll also eat special foods. So foods are very, very important, of course, to all cultures. But dumplings, spring rolls. If you look over here, we have our noodles and also our wontons. So those are some of the main foods that we see in there. And so they're very important to the Chinese people during Chinese New Year. Now, different areas of China have different foods that they will eat during this time, just like with most holidays and celebrations around the world. But I wanted you to kind of see some of the foods that maybe you want to ask what they have. Now, rules of hongbao. Always use crisp bills. So they never use crumpled up bills or things like that. So even if you print off like money, make sure that it's not wrinkled. If you're using real money, like real American dollars, please make sure it's not wrinkled. Also, when you put things in the envelopes, and a lot of times you can actually just print these off and make them yourself. You don't have to go buy a bunch of really expensive red envelopes, but don't put anything with more than with the number 4 in it. So no 4, no 40, no 400 or anything like that, because 4 actually sounds like death in Chinese. So ignore 4 as much as possible. Also, number 8 means good luck. It means prosperity. So people want to have 8. So 8 might be a number that you put more in your dollars. Now, I put all different amounts of money in there in my envelopes, but I wanted you to kind of see it. And also, you give your hongbao with both hands. So those are some of the rules that you want to kind of follow as you're giving hongbao. Now, one of the things I like to do is I like to ask questions to my students. I feel like this is a great time to get to know them and their culture. And so I really try to ask questions. So I wrote my questions on stars, and I'm pulling them out and asking them. And you can listen to one of my students' answers today. So I asked them, do you make spring couplets? Have you been cleaning your home? Because it's traditional that they're going to clean their home during this time to get rid of all the bad. We're going to ask them, what's your favorite food for Chinese Year? What's your favorite part? Is it the fireworks? Is it the hongbao? Is it lots of different things? And then what do you do with your hongbao? So I asked that question. And at the end of my lesson, a lot of times I'll bring up like some things that they could buy and they get to choose. And so this is just one option for Chinese New Year. I think it's a really fun option and all of my students love it. So I hope you enjoy seeing this in action. And if you have any questions, please just email me at teachherethereenywhere@gmail.com.
Let's see what questions in here first. What do you do with your hongbao? Do you use it to buy something? What do you do?
I want to do this to eat a lunch.
Oh, very good. So you'll go eat lunch with it?
Yes, I want to eat like pizza.
Ooh. So you'll use your hongbao to eat pizza. What kind of pizza?
I want to eat pizza with my friends and parents.
Ooh. What do you like on your pizza?
I want fruit and vegetables.
You like fruit on your pizza?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes. 5.
Dino dollars. So we have $5 dino dollars plus $5 dollars. How many are there in all?
It's 10 in all.
That's right. There are 10 dino dollars in all. Have you been cleaning your home?
Yes.
Been cleaning?
In China, we have good change. We when Chinese is coming, we all do cleaning the house and wash me.
Yeah? So you've been cleaning, get ready for Chinese New Year?
Yes.
And we get some dino dollars! Hold on, you ready? Let's count them. 5.
5. 3, 1, and 3 and 5.
You got it! 8 dino dollars! Whoa! So if we have 10 and we have 8, how many do we have in all?
We have 18 in all.
Yeah, so we are up to 18 dino dollars now. What is your favorite part of Chinese New Year?
I think my favorite part is maybe it's
Oh, you like to eat?
I like watch TV because in the New Year we also watch TV.
What is your favorite food to eat for Chinese New Year? Do you eat dumplings?
Yes, we eat.
Do you eat spring rolls?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you eat rice cakes?
No, we don't eat.
Chinese New Year, you get $10. So we have 24, and we're gonna add 10. How many are there in all now? Will you buy a Legos, a car, or ice cream?
I want to buy ice cream.
Ice cream! You got it. Yay! Ice cream! Nice work. Great job. You bought ice cream for yourself and your friends. Yay! Great work, Anna. I hope to see you later. Goodbye.